Well, welcome. This is Peers on Demand. My name is Rocky Romero. And it's my pleasure today to introduce to you Tildet Varon with Growing with Truth. So Tildet, welcome and thank you for joining.
Hi, Rocky. Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here with you.
So let's get started. Let's find out about you. I wonder if you could share about you and your business.
Sure. As you said, my name is Tildet, and I know a lot of people have hard time with it, but once you get it, you don't forget it. So what I do is I'm an inspirational speaker and inner mastery specialist. And I work with individuals and organizations. And my business name is Growing with Truth, Inc.
Very good. So I'm curious, who's an ideal client or ideal connection for you? Who would that be?
Yes. My ideal client is an entrepreneur or a leader that understands the importance of not only achieving goals, but feeling healthy and fulfilled in the process. I also work with organizations that value staff engagement and that they understand how it impacts their bottom line and performance.
Well, so I would imagine with the experience that you have globally and internationally, I wonder if you could share a story of somebody that received tremendous value by working with you. What would that be?
Yes. Well, let's call him Joe for confidentiality purposes. When Joe came to me, he was very successful. He was having good results financially, but he was living with panic attacks and a really bad pain on his neck. And he didn't feel as though he had a life. He was making money, he was successful, quote unquote, but he lost meaning and he was living in a lot of stress. So in our work together, he started understanding how to prioritize his day, but more importantly, how to prioritize himself at the beginning of the day. So that was a process for Joe because he believed, he was in sales, and he believed that he had to be on 24/7. He had to be on his phone. So first thing he woke up before coffee, he got his phone, and he did not part with that phone. And that phone, he was enslaved to the phone. And he thought that if he doesn't answer every phone call, he will lose business. And he was constantly living in this anxiety state. So then we started working together and we started making it comfortable in the morning, how he would get me time. And we started with very little, whatever felt comfortable for him, which was 10 minutes for him. And eventually we increased it and doing something where he would feel centered, whether that was exercising, meditation. For him, it was really in the shower, stretching his neck and taking deep breaths. And from that, after our work together, his income really tripled. But more importantly than the income, because he was already successful, he no longer had the panic attacks and he was really feeling again that he was alive and life had a meaning and his health was back.
Well, very good, Till. That everybody would love to be able to triple their income and their revenue stream. So I'm curious, how would people get a hold of you? What's the best way to reach you?
Yes, best way to reach me is going to my website, www.tildet.com. That's Tildet. And they can also call me at 631-682-4085. I'm also on LinkedIn and Facebook as Tildet Varon, Varon. And they can always email me at Tildet, Tildet, at tildet.com.
So thank you so much for participating and sharing your thoughts, your presence. And I do want to recognize the value that you bring, not just to Joe, the individual, but also the businesses, to the community, and inevitably for all of us, directly or indirectly. Thank you so much for who you are, Tildet.
Thank you, Rocky.